Hi everyone, welcome to the Book Tree with Ben Epsey.
And I'm Darryl Nicholson, down at the Book Tree as well, with our normal coffee. I've got second shot. What have you got?
I've got banter.
Banter. Well done. So, welcome along. This is Wednesday the 13th. Wednesday the 13th of May. Sorry, I get confused about the dates, so it just rolls through, doesn't it? One day into the next. So.
And partly cloudy on Wednesday the 13th.
Yep.
And really nice temperature, 19 degrees.
19 degrees, beautiful. Chance of rain or what?
Nah.
No chance of rain. So.
Becoming cloudy, partly cloudy.
As Ben was saying, we've been down at the Book Tree, and Ben's had a bit of a talk to Anne, and we've got a few opinions of Anne's, which are really good. We'll share them through the day, and maybe on this feed, and on Good Morning Toowoomba. Good Morning Toowoomba, yeah. So, mate, apparently I need to read this book. You suck at cooking. I need to read some recipes. I can do a mean lasagna, I can do a good stir fry, but there's some other things I can't do. So, but maybe I need to get this book. So, if you suck at cooking, the Book Tree has a book about you suck at cooking. So, what have you found, mate?
Well, I've found one that I do have at home, but it's one that I thought I would recommend to anyone that's got kids, young kids, that they might be struggling to find something that they're into, and it's called The Wonky Donkey.
The Wonky Donkey.
I'm going to read you a passage from it, Darren.
Okay,
so pick a random page.
Is this going to be inspirational?
It is inspirational.
Okay.
I was walking down the road and I saw a donkey. Yeehaw! He only had 3 legs, 1 eye. He liked to listen to country music. He was quite tall and slim. He smelled really, really bad. That morning, he got up early and hadn't had any coffee. It sounds like you and me, and he was always getting up to mischief.
There you go.
He was a hanky-panky, cranky, stinky-dinky, lanky, honky-donkey, winky-wonky donkey.
Good one,
That
mate.
gives you an idea of what the entire book is like.
So Lincoln loves it.
Lincoln loves this one, so this is one of Lincoln's favourites.
Beautiful. So, look, as we were saying, we're down at the Book Tree in beautiful Ruthven Street, nearly near the corner of Margaret Street, just up from the Old Bank of Queensland, next door to Minx and Cinnamon Blue, which we're going to catch up with through the week. She doesn't know yet, but we will catch up with her.
We will. We'll get around to as many as we can.
Yeah,
So.
So, mate, what's been happening? The free CBD parking, we were talking about that earlier. It turns out it's working pretty good.
Yeah, so it seems to be bringing a lot of people back into the CBD. It's helping with moving the people that would usually park and do the car shuffle, the game that they were playing.
Right.
The workers,
Yep.
they're parking in the bigger parks now that they're
Yep.
free for the times that they're allowed to be, for the 3 hour and the 8 hour parking.
Yep.
Still noticing a lot of shop fronts empty, and a couple that have actually vacated
No.
since all this has happened. So
Yep.
that's really disappointing to see that there are still vacancies and more of them appearing. But hopefully things will start to turn around. I think it's a really good chance for a lot of landlords to maybe have a reconsider of how they do their leases.
Yep.
A lot of the leases are quite large. They're
Yep.
larger leases, and I've heard of a lot of people looking at downsizing with all of this, realising that they can do a lot of their business from home, but still wanting to have a shop front, but maybe not want to be in a co-working shared space because they do need to have that little bit of privacy
Yep.
with some of their clients. So it's a good chance for some of the larger spaces maybe to be divided up into smaller, say 20 to 30 square metre areas that could be leased at a reasonable price to get those looking to downsize, or maybe mum and dad businesses looking to have a shop front of their own into the CBD, and that'll bring a bit more vibrancy as far as choice for shopping into the centre of town.
Definitely. And as you were saying, some vacancies. Corner of Bell Street Mall and Ruthven Street, the flower shop,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Heritage
closed.
Flowers, it's gone. We've got the florist across the road.
Yes, she's
here is
leaving.
leaving as well.
Been there, mate. I moved here in 1978, and that florist in the Cracker Building had been there ever since I can remember. So
Yep,
that's
same
really sad.
hairstyles by Lorraine on Duggan
Yeah.
Street, gone.
Gone.
Same thing.
Yep.
Just decided
Yep.
can't do it anymore.
Yep.
Um,
Crazy Goat is
Crazy
vacant
Goat,
as well. So,
same thing.
so there's lots of opportunities in the CBD, and look, if the landlords are serious, because it's going to, they need some stimulus and encouragement to come back in the
I
CBD.
think the landlords need to come to the party. To be honest, some of the shop fronts in the CBD, they're abysmal. They look like trash. They belong in a third world country, really.
Right.
And I think the landlords really need to,
Yeah.
for the amount that they're asking for some of the leases, they really need to take care of their buildings better.
Yep,
And
good.
it should be, if it starts becoming an eyesore, tough luck. you're getting fined for it.
Yep.
Our city deserves to look good. And maybe there are some ways that the city could look good. Maybe we could investigate the option of nice architectural lighting on the heritage buildings that council and landlords are restoring. As
Yep.
part of that, maybe a lighting festival that's more of a permanent fixture,
Yep.
something for tourism when it does come back online. Imagine driving down Margaret Street, especially with James Street closing for 3 months. Imagine driving down Margaret Street, it's your first time into town, it's the evening, and all of the heritage buildings, they're all done up with beautiful architectural lighting,
Yeah.
beautiful, vibrant, bright evening city life.
Exactly, and look, even through the day you drive down and you can see the hustle and bustle on Margaret and Ruthven Street. So a few initiatives there that we're thinking about. So give us your thoughts, send us some feedback to Ben, message Ben or message myself. Good morning Toowoomba or Toowoomba 435
I must admit-
TV. Again, we're at the book tree. I found this book my first week when I got laid off from the sports club, stood down. I was suffering anxiety, and you must have the same thing, but I think I might have a read of this one. Calm the down, and it's a practical
I
guide,
probably need to read this one.
practical ways to stop worrying and take control of your life. And I think, mate, easily, look, I haven't read this book yet, I just sort of picked it up. You can judge a book by its cover, and this is really cool. So just, make good of what's happening now at this stage in our lives, and it's a time to reassess, readjust, refocus. You can't change the wind that's blowing, but you can change the sails, can't you?
That's right. And I'm looking across the room here. I can see it's one on. It's definitely on sale, but it's called River Cruising in Europe and the USA. I don't think that one will be
best
flying off the shelf anytime soon. But it's a really good chance at the moment with things starting to ease in restrictions around the Toowoomba region and across Queensland. A really good chance. Go and talk to your local travel agent. Have a chat to the guys at Globetrotters, Travel and Cruise. Organise some local travel when we are allowed to stay overnight again.
Definitely.
Looking at Stanthorpe, looking at Warwick, maybe even go out to Gundawindi, St George.
Dalby.
There's some really great wineries. You've got River Sands out in St George.
Yep.
You've got
Oh, there's heaps, mate. Heaps, loads.
how many down in Stanthorpe?
Oh, there's heaps of wineries. I mean, Heritage, Ballandine, Robert Shannon, Masons. I could just go on and on. And beer as well, Granite Belt Brewing Company. And there's lots to do. So look up 4370 and check out Warwick. Look up 4380 in Stanthorpe and see what's going on there. Go to Dalby, go to Gatton and check it out. As John Wagner said once, mate, and I was at a function when he was launching his tourism group, he doesn't care where people go.
Just go somewhere.
Just go somewhere.
That's
so,
it.
Okay. Look, we'll wrap up for the day. So look, just calm down, enjoy life, and just plan what you're going to do. The restrictions are going to lift. You'll be able to travel out that 150 kilometres. You'll be able to stay overnight and check out what's going on around the region.
And when you do stay overnight, when you do shop locally, when you need to plan your trip, buy a book, think local, support local,
and buy
buy local, support the independents where you can.
I'm Darren Nicholson, Toowoomba 4358 TV, more than just a postcode.
Thank you for joining us. Good morning, Toowoomba. I'm Ben Apsey.